Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my dear friends. Today we will learn to use our breath as a tool for releasing stress immediately. Let's start. Let's start from lying down on the ground with legs apart on your back, arms apart, facing upwards. Palms are facing upwards. Make yourself completely comfortable, completely at ease. Remove all the parts on the body that cause you any discomfort. Relax your body. Relax. Take a few moments to completely relax your system. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Relax your back, your abdomen and chest. Relax your face, relax your head. Become aware of your body stretched out on the floor. Be very aware of your body. Allow it to surrender to the force of the gravity. Relax and imagine that it's sinking into the ground, merging with the ground. Feel that your system slows down, the breath slowing down. Our breath is the key to unlock many, many things. Our breath is connected to our emotional states. Even if we cannot understand what is happening with us, we can just feel bad, stressed. We can understand what is happening with our breath and alter our breath, changing our emotional state. Let's start from feeling our abdomen, being relaxed. As you inhale, feel that your abdomen expands out. And as you exhale, feel that your abdomen relaxes and moves inwards. Inhalations, abdomen expands like a balloon. Exhalations, abdomen moves inwards. Continue breathing. Usually, modern man is breathing from the chest and shoulders. Which is not very good. They cause stress, but it also causes too much stress. And when we are relaxed, and also babies and little kids and animals, they breathe through the abdomen. Diaphragmatic breathing, the most natural breathing, forgotten breathing. This kind of breathing easily helps us to utilize the capacity of the lungs. Usually we are under oxygen deficiency because we breathe from the upper part of the lungs. Now breathe consciously through your abdomen. Each inhalation, abdomen expands, each exhalation relaxes. This kind of breathing also helps us to relax. Actually, anytime, anywhere, we can just switch our breathing consciously to abdominal or diaphragmatic. When the muscles that separate our lungs and heart and abdominal cavity moves down, expanding our abdomen, allowing us to suck the oxygen fully. When we are anxious, our breath is shallow, fast and chaotic from the upper part of the lungs, from the chest or shoulders. As you just start, activate our abdominal breathing, it already slows down. We oxygenate our body, releasing any stress. But now, we want to practice full yogic breath. So as you inhale and your abdomen expands, continue this expansion to the chest. Feel that your chest also expands, and then exhalation. Feel that your chest moves downwards and inwards, and then the abdomen. Inhale first abdomen, and then the ribs expand like a balloon, and then exhale, ribs moves downwards and inwards, and then the abdomen. Close your eyes. Continue breathing. First abdomen, then ribs, and exhalation, ribs, and then abdomen all the way back. Few moments. Now, as you inhale and expanding your abdomen and then ribs, as the inhalation finishes, inhale a little bit more and feel the movement, slight movement of the shoulders up, and then exhale, shoulders down, and then ribs downwards and inwards, and then the abdomen. It's full yogic breath. It's called full yogic breath. Continue. Inhalation, abdomen expands, then ribs expand. The chest. At the end of the inhalation, shoulders, feel the shoulders move a little bit up, and then exhale, shoulders down, ribs and chest downwards and inwards, and then the abdomen down. Continue this way. Before we continue to any pranayama practice, we have to master full yogic breath. And that sounds easy, but it's not, because of all this incorrect kinds of breathing. All our breathing organs and muscles degraded, and we are just not able to understand what is this, to expand the abdomen and chest and then the shoulders. It takes time to master this. If you are really not sure that this is what's happening, keep cushion on your abdomen. Just put cushion here, and then you see when it expands, the cushion will rise, and then the cushion with the exhalation will move down. It will be your indication. Some people, most of us, when I say expand the abdomen, they continue to expand the chest. They just don't understand, so it just takes time to master. And before we practice any pranayama, anything, this is the first pranayama to master full yogic breath. Continue breathing. Soon we shift to the sitting position. In full yogic breath, we activate 3 lobes of our lungs, upper, middle, and lower. Usually the lower and middle, everything is stagnant there. And in this way, we activate them and oxygenate, almost breathing to and filling our lungs to 100%. 3 minutes, even 1 minute, a few minutes of full yogic breath can calm down any anxiety, shift this stressful state. And you can perform it from anywhere. Okay, very good. Now, inhale, bring your feet together, stretch your arms overhead, stretch. Exhale, release. And we want to sit down through the right side. Turn and sit in a cross-legged position. We will continue with the same thing, but we will make it a little bit more interesting. So now, as you came to the sitting position, let's continue. Inhalations, abdomen expands, then chest. At the end of the inhalation, inhale a little bit more and feel that your shoulders move slightly up, very slight movement, and then exhale, shoulders move downwards, and then the ribs, so chest downwards and inwards, and then the abdomen inwards. Continue. And now as you inhale and exhale, start counting your inhalations. And the same count, the same amount of time, we want also to exhale. If we inhale, and it takes, for example, 5-6 seconds, we want also to count the same amount of time on the exhalation. Bring it to the rhythmical breathing. rhythm. This is another important tool to bring our state from chaotic, when the breath is chaotic without any rhythm, to rhythmical, which helps to slow down our brain waves and bring us back from this unpleasant, stressful situation to normal. The problem that our normal is always stressful. This is what must be our normal. Continue breathing and counting. Continue. And another problem. Continue breathing and counting. Another problem that in our modern times and in big cities and also in small cities everywhere, our system always thinks that we are under attack because of the sounds and the television, the dumb scrolling, and even the horns of the car. Our system doesn't know to recognize that this is not a real danger. It counts it as a potential danger, putting us into constant stress. So those simple practices, breathing practices, they're the key. Otherwise we are always in stress, and then our system starts falling down, and then diseases already at young age, different types of diseases, from organs that already doesn't function properly, systems, hormonal system, digestive system, so many problems, eliminative system, reproductive system. All this is just, it's also with the medicine knows most of the things. They are just the cause, the main cause is, the main reason is stress, and this is the stress. And only the breath, mostly the breath, is our way out. We need to learn to control, to manage our breath. Continue counting. And now as you inhale, after the inhalation and your counting, retain your breath for 1 second or so that it will be very, very, very comfortable. And then exhale also with the counting. For example, maybe you inhale on the count of 6, then retain 1 second or so, and then exhale on the count of 6. The retention must be comfortable. Now we are already in Samaveta Pranayama. Consciously breathing and using 3 types of breathing control: inhale, exhale, retention. Continue inhalation, count, a little comfortable retention, and an exhalation. Count same amount of time as the inhale. Completely relax, but keep your back straight. Relax, shoulders are open. Also, because of our incorrect posture, our shoulders and everything tends to sag down, which also closes our lungs, prevents us from normal breathing. Here, asanas are very, very important. It helps to open our body open, our chest cavity, allowing us to breathe, which is supposed to be normally. Continue breathing. It's very, very important, so crucial. This is where our health and mental well-being starts. Yoga, it's not just I want or don't want. It's not the question anymore in our 2026 that I like, I don't like. This is absolutely necessary to everyone. Once it was not like this, because people were moving, activating their, with the correct movement, not like in the cities 100, 200 years ago. Now all our systems are just, all our organs degraded. Everything became incorrect. We are very, very disconnected from the natural rhythms, from our own body. So the key for restoring this connection, learning, it's breath and yoga. Now, as you inhale on your count, extend your retention for a couple of seconds or so. Extend a little bit so that it will still be comfortable. And then exhale on the count of whatever. And all the way as you breathe, follow this expansion of the abdomen, chest and shoulders, then retention, and then all the way out. And when we breathe in this way, it's not only breathing, because yoga, everything is integrated there. It becomes already pratyahara. When we bring our awareness, it's the stage of meditation, when we bring our awareness inwards and move our awareness from the abdomen up and then down. This is also very important. Continue breathing. And not only that, we are not working with only physical level. Yoga sees us as multidimensional. And oxygen on the physical plane, it's prana, vital energy, on the subtle plane. So here we work with our energies. There are different energy zones in our body. For example, in our chest, energy always moves up. From our navel and down, energy moves down. From the navel to the chest, the energy is balancing. And because of the stress and, incorrect movement, the energy becomes very stagnant. It doesn't move correctly. So this kind of breathing helps to activate these energies in a correct way. Prana, Vayu prana, prana vayu in the chest, apana vayu in our abdomen, samana between the navel and the chest. Continue. And now as you inhale, on the count of whatever, extend a little bit more your retention so that it will still be comfortable. If it's not comfortable, remain where you are. And if you can, extend, and then again exhale on the count of, same count of inhalation. Continue. Keep your back straight, shoulders open. Continue. And now, as you inhale, extend your retention a little bit more. We want to bring our retention to the equal amount of time of inhalation and exhalation, at least to try, so that it will be comfortable. If you strain and feel any discomfort, this is not the correct way of breathing. The condition, it must be extremely pleasant and comfortable. If you strain, you can harm yourself more than benefit. Slowly, slowly, it opens. Like if we continuously practice asanas, after 1 week we will see that something became more flexible. After 1 month it already opens. Same with our breath. If we practice consistently, we will see that it becomes more and more pleasant, more and more comfortable without any strain. Continue. Very good. Very good. You can continue. This can be a meditation. Keep your eyes closed. You can continue breathing in this way. Also, you can do it from the lying down position. I'm for a while finishing the class here. Continue and enjoy. And then when you finish, just come back to normal breathing, but sit a few moments with your eyes closed to make a smooth transition from the relaxation to the rush of our modern life, and it will help you to keep this energy. So anytime you experience stressful, anxious situations, something is unbalanced, Just pay attention to your breath, from where you breathe from the body. Bring it to the full yogic breath, bring it to the rhythmic breathing, and then a few minutes is enough so that to start balancing your system and bring it from the very emotional state to start slowing down our brain waves. Om Tat Sat.